Shall we play a game?
I want to be the oldest Rocket League Grand Champion in the world.
This is the Turtle Cave. Alrighty, good morning. So here we are, day 21, 3 weeks of the training grind. So it's been a technical disaster the last day. Because of the ongoing big issues with Rocket League servers, I got an early night last night, which kind of sucked because I was settling in for a long session of grinding ranked Rocket League. But I guess my problems are the least of the worries. The whole RLCS thing had to be postponed, and that's huge. I mean, I was thinking, this is an event. People have flown in. There are audience there. It must have been such an epic cock-up to have to postpone it. And today's games have been postponed. So, but I'm sure somebody's getting fired or at least in a lot of trouble, not getting any sleep. But that's not my immediate problem. But because of the issues, as I said, I got an early night. So I thought, you know what, I woke up early and I've never done a very early morning stream. So 8 o'clock I sat down to stream at 8 o'clock in the morning. Good morning, Kelslan. And then Streamlabs had an issue. I couldn't log into YouTube through Streamlabs. And that was only going to be resolved at 10 o'clock. But I had a meeting. Anyway, long, complicated, boring story short. Here I am for my hour of training. I'm just going to turn down the background music just a tad. Seems obnoxiously loud. Okay, good. There we go. Elite, good morning! I know, right? It's like, I could have been a grand champion right now if it wasn't for Rocket League servers. Yeah, no worry, Kazlan. I saw when I tried to stream 3 hours ago that you had logged on, so I don't know what time it is there. It must be like 3, 4 in the morning now? You probably need to get to bed. Jason, it is shocking. It is an absolute disaster that... And I was watching, you know, being a person who's had a bit of TV experience and then a very little bit of experience with casting for Rocket League, I really felt for those poor guys who firstly are dressed up in suits and tie, which is just ridiculous, but having to talk absolute shit for over an hour while they try to sort out the servers. Oh man, I was dying for those guys, and they're like, let's talk. And then the games were supposed to start at 10 p.m. and they cut to the studio at 10 p.m. and clearly there's no ways they're gonna start. And like the main anchor says, yeah, well, we're just going to talk about the upcoming game while the players get onto the field. I'm like, dude, this is an epic disaster. They're nowhere near to getting on the field. Anyway. But Chase, seriously, I don't think the suits are necessary to have class. To me, it sounds like some boomer who's in charge of things, who's like, we got to wear a suit and tie. But that's just my opinion. Okay, well, let me get on with the training. So as always, I'm still not using wave dashes and backflips enough in my games. So the first 10 minutes will be just messing around with those. Now you'll see I have my controls up, and Onage yesterday pointed out a massive flaw in my backflips, in that in my mind I was cancelling my flip by going straight up, but what I was actually doing when I was cancelling the flip, I was going diagonal. He pointed that out to me, and ever since my backflips have been pretty good, but still not using it in game. So there we go, still got work to do. No, I understand. I think there are ways to make it classy with and still be funky. My issue with this is you have guys wearing suits who I don't think ever wear suits outside of that, and some of those suits look borrowed. You know, the shirts don't fit quite as well, the tie looks like it was done by my grandma, and I don't know, I just think it's, and they're not, They're not very cool. They're not funky suits. If they're going to have suits, why matching? You can look so funky with a brown jacket and blue pants, or I mean, you can look amazing. Those just look like 1980s Wall Street wannabes. Maybe that's my issue. But I'll have to say, I'm surprised to get resistance from young people. I mean, I'm an old guy, and I thought young people would find it to be ridiculous. But so I'm surprised, Chase, that your view. I'm not saying I don't understand it or agree. I just thought you'd be on my side. I couldn't agree with you more, Jason. And what they are especially bad at is communicating. You know, last night with the server issues, it took like an hour and a half before they even acknowledged there was a problem. And I'm like, you know what, guys, that is bad. And you know, and then they'll say, oh, we're aware of the server issues, updates to follow. And then the fucking updates don't follow. The next update after that is, you know, 7 hours later, oh, online access has been restored. That's just poor communication. No, it is very much that. It's don't look now, it's all okay. You know, while these anchors are talking shit, pretending that there aren't server issues, and like, oh, the players are just getting on the field now. You know, the chat is full of everybody knows what's going on. Fix your damn servers. It's, you know, we know what's what. Don't try and bullshit us. Yeah, if that's true about the revenue versus growth, we're in trouble. I don't know the names of the casters. I actually don't know the personalities. I don't know who Lawler was, but he probably wanted to wear a T-shirt on set or something. A shame. Yesterday was also the official start of my road to Grand Champion, or as I'm calling it, the long and winding to Grand Champion. But I found a twos partner, and we're going to grind up together to Grand Champion twos. And yesterday was our official start. We have rules about how we approach ranked, and we jumped in. We did our requisite warm-up. We played 2 games, and we were 100%, won both games, and then the servers went down. So we're like, oh, damn. Servers came back like an hour later, and jumped into some casuals, warmed up again, got back into ranked, won our next 3 games, and then the servers went down for good that night. So it was a little disappointing because we were just getting into a rhythm. So we'll pick that up again today. Wow, I wonder what happened. Did he post anything about it, or he probably had to sign an agreement to shut up about it? Yeah, finding someone can be quite hard, and I've always resisted finding a teammate. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna solo queue my way up. Until I met this guy. In fact, he found me through the stream. Well, it's kind of weird because he lives in America, so he lives in Florida, and I live here, and so we're playing on Europe servers, which is kind of weird. But he's 34 years old, so he's kind of close-ish to my age. And yeah, and we just get on really, really well and kind of have similar goals. And so, and he's slightly better than I am, but I don't think so much better that I feel like I'm being boosted or anything. And yeah, in fact, he's the guy that's helped me to devise a lot of my the training drills that I'm doing right now. He's in real life is a personal trainer, so he's kind of got that sort of teaching, coaching mentality. So we worked out these drills. So I'm pretty pleased with that. All right, cool. That's my 10 minutes on that. And now I will do probably another 10-15 minutes of dribble flick shit, and then I'm just gonna do free play. Free play stuff, the kind of stuff Chase was doing last night. I played a few games this morning after I realized I wouldn't be able to stream, and again, just noticing how the training is making a difference in terms of my pretty much just understanding more of how the ball is going to react. So I tend to be more in the right place and then controlling my car once the ball comes there. Absolutely feeling better about it. Exactly. Oh, wow. Yeah, that cable fault. I mean, Jesus. Fortunately, I haven't been affected by it. I'm not sure why. Obviously, I'm with people who use different cables or whatever. But and then the big issue this year is to get the local providers to use the wax cable. The cable that connects West Africa with Brazil. Because then we can play South America and even Miami for about somewhere between 100 and 130 ping. Pretty awesome. Ben, good morning. Is it good morning? I forget where you are. Oh, you're in... No, you're not Italy. Where are you again? Champ 1 in 3s. Yeah, me too. I'm hanging on to that. I got there in December, still there. But where I really want to be champ is 2s. That's my favorite playlist. So that's the goal. By the end of this season, I want to be champ in 2s and 3s. And then next season, hopefully champ 2. All right, we have a differing of opinion on 3 strategy. Well, I'm interested in this discussion only because I love the fact that Rocket League is a diverse enough game that there can be so many differing opinions on how to play, strategy, and even how to train. I don't mind telling you that yesterday was probably the most frustrating stream I've ever done. I was getting quite triggered because there was so many opinions on what bindings I should use and what training I should do. I was getting really pissed off. Not that you would ever have known, because I was like, yeah, all good. But as soon as the hour's up, I'm fucking out of here. But there are literally so many ways to do things in Rocket League, and you got to find the thing that works. How do you do you? Yeah, maybe. Some ways are easier. Which is partly why I wanted to do the very early morning stream today, because I went, I think it's too early for South Africans and probably too late for anywhere else. So I was like, which is kind of weird to have a streamer who's like, I'd be happy today if nobody showed up. So with my long and winding road to Grand Champ, I am going to be streaming it. We're just taking a few days to kind of work out our rhythm and how we go about it. And then we'll start streaming, so probably Monday or Tuesday. And then I'm not sure how to do it, because I don't want to be spamming people with 2 streams a day. So I guess while I'm doing the training, I'll look to add it to the training stream. But I don't think that'll be possible every day. So we'll see. We'll kind of play with it. But I might land up doing a training stream and and then later in the day doing the ranked play stream. Chase, I'm fully behind you on that. What do you think of this? Okay, so maybe to get it started, I need to do another 1v1 type thing. But a show match I'm really interested in doing is I want to find two bronze or silver players, and then like two champ 3, or even grand champ players, and put up one grand champ with one bronze or silver player. But only. And the reason I want to do that is I want to find ways to involve lower ranked people in a way to try and start bringing more lower level people into the game. And then the main theme of the show match is that the high ranked players aren't allowed to score. If they score a goal, it doesn't count. So they have to work with their low level teammate so that they can score. I think that'll be an awesome little show match. So let's see. I think I normally do the turtle cage on I say normally. I used to do the turtle cage on a Tuesday. So what's this Tuesday? That'll be the 4th. Okay, let's do the 11th of Feb. We're gonna have a turtle cage show match. And if I can't set this one up, then we'll do a 1v1, Chase. And since you're pushing it, we'll have you come back as the undefeated champion. Console and split screen. Holy shit, that looks rough. Yeah, I never considered setting up something with one of the extra modes as a show match, and maybe that's not a bad idea, maybe worth looking into. Does anybody know anyone who's, it'd be awesome is to find someone who's like a diamond in Rumble and have them play someone slightly higher ranked who never plays Rumble. Something like that. That might be quite groovy. Coach! What's up? Coach, I went and had a look at some of your streams, a couple of your recent streams, because they said training in them, but then it looked like you were just playing regular games. So I wasn't sure what was going on there. Okay, so then what's a good idea with Rumble or one of the extra modes? Or maybe, you know what? Maybe instead of making it weird, just get... The problem is I don't understand. Maybe I've got to understand Rumble and figure it out so that... Because if I'm casting it, I'm like, I don't even know what's going on in Rumble. It's like, oh, look at that hyperspace move. Oh, he used the boot. What a champion. So maybe Hoops. Gets 2 good Hoops players. Well, if they're up there, Coach, I'll go and have a look at them. I'd love, but you should carry on with the training. The fact that you don't want to do it for longer is the exact reason why you need to be doing it. Ah! Wow, my flicks have such a long way to go. Trying to do the forward flick when I'm like supersonic, which is so stupid. Oh, game. Chase, last night I saw you were doing. You've got a whole variety of flicks that you do, which I'm very jealous of. I need to practice so many of them, and the problem is that there's so many things to practice. It can be quite deflating sometimes. But get good at the one thing, then do the next thing. Thank you, Coach. Getting there slowly, as with everything else. Oh my God. There you go. Try and combine various elements of the trading. Help me to get to use it in game. An area of my gameplay that has absolutely improved is actually ground control and flicking, which was just never part of my gameplay, and in the last over the last 3 weeks it's becoming more and more of a feature of my game, which is really cool. Which is part of the reason I like 2s, because you can get to do that quite a bit. In 3s, the opportunity for dribble flicks is greatly reduced. That relies a lot more on the booming clears and reading the ball, and those are 2 areas I'm not great at. Yes, now I am looking forward to my big montage video at some point. Oh. I was going diagonal again on my half flip. No, absolutely, Jason. I agree with you. I'm going through a very weird phase with ones right now. Is that I'm in the phase of resisting playing. I'm not playing ones because I'm, you know, when you go through the phase of like, ugh, ones. That's where I am right now. But the desire. Oh no. The desire for it will return. Alright, that's that on the flick training. So the last half an hour is going to be all about just the good old freestyle stuff, free play stuff. But I'm going to try and incorporate the Bacchus mod stuff a bit more. Just trying to get familiar with what the various commands do. Yeah, dude, I know the feeling. And it's interesting how Ones is the only playlist that everybody has some sort of emotional relationship with. I was watching somebody on stream last night, I forget which, was a pro player, and he was doing what I'm doing. Well, I'd say what I'm doing right now. He was in free play, and then he exited it, and I had a quick look at his, you know, the little thing that shows you what rank you are in each playlist. And I've never seen a playlist like that where he is a grand champ in all 4 lists. Wow, that's amazing. Yes. Being attacked early, I know that sort of issue. Huh. No, and that's why we're all triggered, is because every fuck up is yours. My fault is that when I play once, and it's a fault that carries over to all my levels of play, is that everything for me is rush. I got to get to the ball now. I got to attack now. Now. I just don't give myself enough time to kind of breathe, see where the play's going. I mean, obviously there is times when you got to move right now. You got to attack now. You got to challenge right now. But there's a lot of times when you kind of wait and see how the play develops and respond accordingly. And finding the balance between those two things, I think, is one of my biggest game sense weaknesses right now, outside of my mechanical issues. So trying to focus that on my rank 2s. Yeah, always, always a good approach. I have to say, though, no, I don't have to say, I will say that the one area of my game I am quite happy with right now are my kickoffs. I'm a lot more consistent with them and winning them a lot more of the time. And a lot more of the time having goal-scoring opportunities right off kickoff. So that is something... And I haven't done those on stream actually, but I've spent quite a bit of time with working on my kickoffs. Still fairly inconsistent, and a lot of times I do one of these, like where I completely cock it up. But those are getting more rare. Wow, it got real quiet in here. The sign of focus, intense focus. But it is still Sunday morning, well, only just. So quiet is okay. Oh, I like those. Practicing them, I mean. Woo! Ooh, I like the connection. But he was off target. Oh, this is going to be great practice. Oh, wow, cocked that up badly. Ah, yeah. 86 though, very slow. Oh! Wow. Didn't even know what to do with that one. Yeah, I'll take it as a save. What a cool thing to practice. Wow. $105, much more better at. Oh, that works. Do you know what it isn't being? I keep forgetting, Jason. I gotta put the. It's when I have the car sound going through my speakers. Tell me if that sounds better now. Oh, that was fast. Yeah, I keep forgetting to put it through my earphones rather than out of the speakers, because then there's a slight double on it because it's coming out of the speakers and then into my microphone, which can be quite disconcerting. Pretty sure it's the default. I find it really annoying when you have players that use those stupid sounds like the cat noise and motor mouth. Oh, I hate that so much. Oh. Oh. Oh, I'm reaching the stage of free play training where it just feels like, ugh, a grind. But embrace the suck and carry on. It's gonna be dynamite when I figure out this stuff. Wow. And then once I figured it out here, I have to do it in game and adjust for ping. Oh, that's so fast. Ah. Oh, nice. Trust your muscle memory. Well, there's my problem. I don't know that I have it to trust it. Okay, I'll pretend that I was going for a save there. Yeah, I'm always waiting too long. So if I stop doing that, oh, now I went too early. Okay. Gotta find the sweet spot in between. Yeah, well, interestingly, Phallus, I wasn't specifically trying to train that shot. I was just doing free... Firstly, hello, Phallus. Thanks for stopping by. I was just doing general free play and using Bacchus mod to like see what happened with the ball and then going after it. And then I discovered that shot and went, ooh, I quite like that. So that's how I landed up doing it. What I'm actually supposed to be doing is just the general free play stuff, which I keep calling freestyle, but you know what I mean. So I got distracted from my own training. But what I like about doing it in free play is it does, and I understand what you're saying, because the training packs kind of give you that same shot or the consistent shot and then when you got that, you can try the various scenarios. But I love the slight unpredictability of free play. Oh. So one thing I can't seem to get right is I'm fairly okay with the bounce dribble. I've kind of figured that out. But when I try and start an air dribble with the ball coming down from fairly high, I can never read the bounce properly. Wait, let's try this. Now, of course, I can't make the ball bounce from high. Ah, never mind. So I still got work to do there. Oh, even there. Like here, starting the okay, that was quite a low bounce. I can kind of get those mostly. Ah, down to the last 10 minutes. Phillies! Wow! Your whole universe lined up. Well, good going, mate. I actually tried to stream this morning at 8 o'clock. But there was an issue with Streamlabs and YouTube, so I had to make it later. So I'm not sure if you would have made that one. Whoops. Now there's an example of a shot I can do with a training pack, but I struggle with it in game. It's that ground to air dribble one. I don't know. I keep not getting it right. Oh! Ah! I don't think chances are, Jason, that's exactly what I'm doing. And that goes down to a problem I described earlier, where I rush everything in game. And I'm trying to find that balance between knowing when I need to hurry, when I can slow down and I can take my time. And in game, everything's a rush. It's like, gotta get there now, better challenge now, move now, now, now. Yep, Phillies, that's the problem is, and I guess also part of developing game sense is I'm trying to understand my role in the game beyond just hit that ball now. It's okay, I'm going to hit it to that corner and I can see the opposition, one of the opponents has missed the boost, my teammate's coming there, so I'm kind of thinking 2 or 3 shots down the line rather than just the clear right now, and that's surprisingly more challenging than you would think. But getting out of that immediacy, rushed right now mindset is I think, going to be quite important. You know, Jason, I never consider the ping advantage or disadvantage. I don't think about ping. I always just go, okay. And of course, if I'm rushing the game, it might be because of the ping, but still, there's things I can do to make that better, which is to not rush, or in some cases to actually go quicker, or to anticipate more where the ball might be going. So those are all factors that I can control by training, getting better mechanics, getting better game sense, and then combining those two things. My disease for years has been being poor at judging if I'm closer to a ball than my opponent. And yes, in those circumstances, I do need to factor in the ping. But I need to get better at judging that. So another thing I'm working on. But they're all the things I'm working on are all kind of tied together, I believe. Jason, I tried that. I mean, if I just think about my wave dashes and half flips, I think Thursday or Friday, I played games going, okay, your job in this game is to half flip and wave dash. And in 8 games, I think I wave dashed 3 times and tried to half flip twice. So it's one thing like going, okay, that's what I'm doing this game. But then actually executing it, it's your primal brain just takes over. Definitely. I mean, I'll take the fast kickoff as an example. I was terrified of it, but then when fuck it, I'm doing it. And I lost so many kickoffs, and particularly in ones got my ass handed to me. But now Pretty much got it down. Not perfect, but getting there. All right, that's me. 1 hour of training done. Oh my word. Oh. So today was half enjoyable, half feeling a bit grindy and sluggish. But it is always helpful no matter how it feels on the day. So that is day 21. Today is 3 weeks, which means I only have 10 more weeks to go. Wow. Not for the first time I'm thinking, what was I thinking when I said 90 days? Why couldn't I have said 45 days or 28 days? No, I went with 90 and here we are. But I think the next 10 weeks it will be even better than the first 3 weeks. And then also I've marked now the start of my official road to Grand Champion, or long and winding road to Grand Champion. First day was yesterday, which was interrupted by the server issues, but I'll pick that up today. And I'll probably start streaming those sessions from Tuesday or Wednesday. Thank you very much. One of my favorites. Just in case you want to, you can get a better look at it. There you go. Now you've had a look at the shirt. So yeah, I'll start streaming my Road to Grand Champion 2v2 games from about Tuesday, Wednesday. But until then, I will be streaming again tomorrow. Probably in the evening. I've got a fairly packed day during the day. Let me finish my thought, which is, so I'll be streaming either very late afternoon or sometime in the evening. I'm racking up the envelopes. I've opened all the golden lanterns and got my requisite number of shit items. And now I just use the envelopes to level up. And I want to get to the level of possibly getting the white octane. And you'll see at the bottom left, oh no, it's right behind me. Let me hide the camera. You can see I'm currently level 2286. I will have enough uncommon items to possibly get a painted octane at 2330. So in another 44 levels. So I'm collecting the envelope so I can rack up a bunch of levels at once. Alright, so that's me. 21st day of training. Thanks for joining me, those who did, fairly early on a Sunday morning. I will see you again tomorrow, probably late afternoon, early evening. Hopefully you'll be able to swing by and join me again. But as always, I love the company. It does help get through the grind that is training. So guys, thank you very much. And until the next stream, I'm out. Peace!
Shall we play a game?
I want to be the oldest Rocket League Grand Champion in the world.
This is the Turtle Cave.